Hey kids, welcome to Stamp Your Stash episode 11. Today we're going to make a Mother's Day card with this Elegantly Said stamp set from Stampin'Up and this Happy Mother's Day stamp from Stampin'Up from 1993. I don't know what set this came in. I just have a collection of greetings that are from all over Stampin'Up, from all over. So let's get started. We're gonna emboss this image in gold on black paper. I love gold and black. It's beautiful combination. So I'm gonna ink up my stamp with Encore gold ink, and I'm gonna put plenty of ink on there, and then I'm gonna stamp my image. You really want to get a good impression. And then the next thing is to sprinkle some gold magic powder. It's embossing powder. It is like magic because when you we got a little mess there. I forgot to use my embossing buddy and I got a little bit of embossing powder where I don't want it, but we're going to cut that off. We're going to fussy cut this image, and so it'll be okay. Now, time to emboss. It's going to take just a minute. Let's see if you can see it while it embosses. I love watching an embossed image go from powder to liquid. It's so pretty. Now I'm just heating the back because my paper is curling. So I'm heating the back a little bit. And there we go. It's like magic. Magic, magic, magic. So beautiful. So fun. Embossing really is a lot of fun. Next thing we're going to do, I'm going to take my Tim Holtz scissors and I'm going to fussy cut this. And I'm starting with, I'm going to cut this off. I'm starting with this because I wanted to. No other reason. I just wanted to start with this image. We're going to use a little patterned paper that I got out of my scrap stash. We're going to use some black 12 by 12 paper. Use a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We're going to put some flowers on here. Some blingity bling. Just making a beautiful Mother's Day card. I was thinking about, okay, what can I tell you about Mother's Day? And a story came to mind. Probably my biggest failure as a mother experience. My two middle sons, Eli and Zach. Zach is the older of the two. Were jumping. They made a pile of blankets on the floor, and they were jumping off the top bunk of their bunk bed onto this pile of blankets. No big deal, right? Mom didn't know what was happening. I was doing dishes or something, folding laundry, watching TV, doing something. otherwise occupied. And Eli got his foot caught in the rail on the side of the top bunk and jumped, and it flung him down, and he hit his arm on the bottom bunk and hurt his arm. And he came in the living room where I was crying and told me that he had broken his arm. And I said, no, you didn't break your arm. You're okay. You know, I asked him what happened. They told me what they were doing. I scolded them. and then told Eli, no, your arm's not broken. You're okay. I looked at it. Your arm's not broken. You're okay. Well, after watching him lay on the living room floor and cry for like 45 minutes, maybe longer, I decided to take him to the ER. Because obviously something was wrong. He was still in pain. So I took him to the ER, and sure enough, his little arm was broken. But, you know, if you ask them, I had him lay on the floor, let him lay on the floor crying for hours. But it wasn't hours. But still, you know, not my best mom moment. Letting him lay on the floor and cry like that, in pain. I felt really bad. You know, I learned a long time ago that boys are going to be boys. I'm just cutting this 12 by 12 paper in half because it's going to be our card base. Boys are going to be boys, and they're going to do what they want to do, whether you know it or not. So, rather than tell them no, supervise. So, like when Eli wanted to jump off the roof onto the trampoline, I said, okay, go get the camera, let's record this. And it's a really funny video. But he hurt his tailbone, and to this day his tailbone hurts from jumping off the roof onto the trampoline, because he hit so hard that his bottom hit the ground. Because, you know, your trampoline is not meant for you to jump off the roof onto. But, you know, when Zach wanted to go out into the snow in his underwear, I said, okay, get the camera. And we have a really funny video of him doing a flip into the snow in his underwear and then running in the house cold. It's just funny. It's just funny because these boys are going to do boy things. Okay, I'm going to cut this pattern paper came out of my stash. And I'm going to cut it 1/4 of an inch smaller than the card base. So the card base is 6 by 6. I'm cutting it at 5 3/4. And it doesn't appear to be totally straight, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about it. I smell popcorn. Popcorn is my downfall. I'm trying not to eat junk food, and I absolutely love popcorn. But I can't eat it. It's a binge food for me. So, but that's what I'm smelling right now is popcorn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to put lots of glue on here. This is permanent adhesive. So You get one shot. One shot to get it on there right. Let's see, which way do I want it to go? I want it to go this way. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. I previously made and fussy cut another one of this image out because I didn't feel like you needed to sit and watch me emboss and fussy cut two of them. You know, that's kind of boring. I'm going to take my creative sticker, that's this doodad right here, and I'm going to make stickers out of these. I love this machine. It doesn't work quite right. I broke it. So there's a knob you're supposed to turn, but I broke the knob, so I just pull it through and cut it rather than use it the way it's meant to be used. I probably could have sent it back, but it was my fault. I'm the one that broke it, so I didn't want to send it back. So when you use a sticker machine, you send it through, you send your item through, and then you have to rub the top paper down, because this clear paper is what the adhesive is stuck to. And when you run your image or paper or whatever through it, the sticker goes on the back of whatever you're trying to make a sticker. Let's see. You just peel this puppy off. See, this is all sticky here, but this is not sticky here where the image just was. So, just a little gee whiz. Just a little gee whiz. Okay, I am going to sorry, I'm thinking how I want to do this. I'm going to stick this here, and I'm going to stick this one here, and it might look a little crazy, but that's how we're doing it for now. So we've got those images. They're not too bold. You can see them, but not too much. I'm going to take this punch. It's from Stampin' Up. And I'm going to punch out one of them image in black. And I had some gold around here. Here we go. And I'm going to punch it out in gold as well. And we are going to put the embossing powder away. I'm going to emboss Happy Mother's Day on this little tag. So, where's my paper? There we go. I almost poured embossing paper down on here without the paper. That would have been a fiasco. We don't want to do that. So I'm just getting some ink, some of the gold ink on my stamp. I'm going to stamp it on here as straight as possible. Push down. It's crooked, but I'm okay with that. Everybody's a little crooked. Not in a bad way. I'm going to use some tweezers so I don't burn my fingers. embossing powder back in the jar. And here we go. I'm going to emboss this image. I'm going to emboss the back of it because it's curling my paper. Just like, oh, you can't see it. I'm so sorry. I can't see it. I'm wondering if you can read it, if it shows up on the camera very well. The black on the gold, or the gold on the black. I have a feeling it doesn't show up very well. I apologize for that. It looks stunning in person. Just really beautiful. Now I'm going to use a little bit of this Tombow multi-liquid glue to put glue on the back of this black piece of paper, which is a punch. And then I'm going to, oh, I dropped my little canister holder. Then I'm going to offset the gold just like that. And I'm going to set this to the side under something heavy. And then I have this blue. It's blue. I don't have black. But if you look at it, it's dark enough blue that it goes well. At least I think it goes well. It'll be alright. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's a card. I'm going to take this ribbon. I love this ribbon. I get it on Etsy from dl.art designs. It's Diana M. Larson. She makes this ribbon. And I'm just going to fold it over. I don't know if it shows. I want it to be pretty big. I'm going to fold it over, fold it over, fold it over several times. I'm not liking the way it's turning out. So, let's see. Let's see if half is good. Why am I struggling with this ribbon? I'm struggling with it. I do this all the time, and I am struggling with it today. Let's see if I can make this work. Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna lay that on there and tie a knot. And this is my bow. This is my bow. That reminds me of the lady on TikTok. This is my outfit of the day. She's so funny. I don't know if you watch TikTok or not, but it's funny, little old lady. Okay, then I'm going to take some of these flowers. This is just a stem of flowers I got for $2.49. I think it was 50% off the $2.49 at the craft store, Hobby Lobby. And I love these flowers. These are some of my favorites, and I wish I had bought a whole slew of them, but these were like the only ones they had, like the only stem. So I would have bought all that they had, but they only had the, well, I did buy all that they had. they only had this one. So I was a little disappointed, but I love it and I use it pretty regularly. If you look close, you can see that there's only a few flowers left on it. So that's kind of a bummer, but let's hope my hot glue is hot enough. I'm just going to hot glue this ribbon down. Yes, it's hot enough. Now let's hope I don't burn myself. Now it's just a matter of putting the flowers on. And I know that flowers on a card isn't everybody's cup of tea. That's why I make other kinds of cards. But I just love putting flowers on cards. I think it's such an unexpected thing. They are expensive to send. You know, it costs $4 or $5 to send a card like this. But it's so worth it. I love sending these cards in the mail to people. It just makes me happy. That's why we call it Happy Mail. These flowers are so pretty. Usually I lay out the flowers and test out where I want to put them first. But this is the second one of this card I've made today. So I kind of know where I want to put them already. It's just a matter of, and I use, the kind of glue I'm using is Gorilla Glue, hot glue. So it's not coming off. If it comes off, it would be a shock to me. I used to glue my florals down with a different kind of glue other than hot glue, and it was a mess. It was harder to use, so I resorted to hot glue, and I absolutely love it. It's just works so much better. So now we're going to, oh, wrong scissors. I want my sticky scissors. We're going to cut some foam tape to pop up this sentiment. Foam tape. There we go. Happy Mother's Day. And here we go. I'm just going to tuck it into these flowers right here. And voila, we have a card. But I am not satisfied with the card. I would like to add a little extra sparkle. Somebody gave me this big old box of gems, and I absolutely love it. Thank you, my friend, for the gems. So I'm just gonna add some gems on here, just randomly, pink ones, to match the pink flowers on the card. And if you notice, there's a little bit of pink in here, pink in here, pink in here. It's not overly pink. but there's pink on the card. That's where I got the idea for pink flowers and pink gems. And I'm just doing this random. I'm not really worried about where they're going. I'm just putting them on randomly. And I'm using Zot's Bling adhesive. Little tiny dots. Little tiny dots. This stamp set is really a beautiful stamp set, and I have a hard time sometimes with figuring out how to use. I'm going to put this right in this little doodah. I want to hold this up. Okay. When it stands up, this part shows. So we're going to put one right there. Okay. Let's take a look. Do we want one right here? No, too much. One too many. And there you have it, a beautiful Mother's Day card. This will be going up on my website, happymailbyleanne.com, in the next couple of days. So if you'd like to purchase it, it will be for sale. Mother's Day is May 8th, so that's coming. So hop on that if you want to purchase this card. And if not, that's okay too. Just enjoy. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. I love you all to bits and pieces. Smash the like button, hit the share button, follow, give me a follow, and share the joy of card making and storytelling with me in the future. Make it a happy day. Much love.